Quest Audiobooks presents an unabridged recording of A Broken Contract by Vanessa Nelson, narrated by Sophie Roberts. Chapter 1. Her heart thumping almost as loudly as her boots on the cracked concrete ground, Hallie ran after the short, stout figure as he darted between great piles of twisted, rusting metal and old home appliances, having to push herself to keep moving as fast as possible, just to keep his head of tightly curled black hair in sight. Her quarry might look more or less human at first glance, despite the deep bronze, almost metallic sheen to his skin, but the speed he was moving at and the distance he had run so far told her he was far from human. Luckily for her, she wasn't fully human either, although she was having to call on all of her extra strength and sharper reflexes to stay upright and move forward. A fallen washing machine blocked her path. Moving too fast to go around it, she hurtled over it instead, remembering to pick up her trailing leg. Her leading foot came down on a piece of metal, and she slid forward until she found her balance, got her feet back on solid ground, and kept running. Even though it was early afternoon, the gathering storm overhead had reduced everything to nearly twilight, making visibility difficult. She muttered a curse as her quarry turned another corner, heading deeper into the ancient junkyard. She'd been given the assignment to catch him the day before. It had taken her almost a full day to catch sight of him. When she'd got within visual distance a couple of hours ago, he'd taken off, and she'd been chasing him ever since. Even though this was far from the longest hunt she'd ever been on, she was thoroughly fed up with this particular skip. The oppressive weight of the brewing weather didn't help her mood at all. Then he turned another corner, and she bit back more curses, saving her breath. He was turning back towards the junkyard entrance where she'd parked her van. It was too much to hope for that he would simply stop and wait for her by the van so she could gather him up and take him. He hesitated beside a pile of old shipping containers, and his head tilted back, looking up. She made a low noise of frustration. Surely he didn't think he could outrun her by simply climbing up. Apparently he did. He started up the side of a pile of 3 containers, the rusting bulk of metal rising high over Hallie's head. At first, she wondered if he had some special adaptation that allowed him to climb, and then she spotted the ladders on the sides of each of the containers, forming an easy...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?